Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the another episode of the cells. In this video, I am talking about the eukaryotic cells. So let's start. In this video, I will talking about the structure and function of eukaryotic cells. In this video, you will learn about the detailed structure of eukaryotic cell. Number two, the function of eukaryotic cell, and number three, a brief idea about the organisms of eukaryotic cell. The eukaryotes include all the protists, plants, animals, and fungi. In eukaryotic cells, there is an extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm through the presence of membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryotic cells possesses an organized nucleus with a nuclear envelope. In addition, eukaryotic cells have a variety of complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structures. Their genetic material is organized into chromosomes. All eukaryotic cells are not identical. Plant and animal cells are different as the former possesses of cell walls, plastids, and a large central vacuole which are absent in animal cells. On the other hand, animal cells have centrioles which are absent in almost all plant cells. Let us now look at individual cell organelles to understand their structure and functions. The first organelle of eukaryotic cell is cell membrane. It is a thin, delicate, elastic and living boundary. Term cell membrane was given by C. Naegeli and C. Kramer in the year of 1855. It is found both the eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cells. It is basically a double layer of lipids. It may be modified into microvilli and desmosomes. The chemical composition of cell membrane or plasma membrane is lipid about 27 to 29%, and the protein is about 20 to 70%, and sugar 1 to 3%, and about 40 different types of enzymes. You can see on the slide here. And now the time of function of cell membrane. It performs transport of different substances by diffusion and active transport. It takes up solid or liquid substances by phagocytosis and pinocytosis, expels out secretory substances by isocytosis, performs intracellular communication. It exhibits different specializations like microvilli, tight junctions, gap junctions, etc. In the process of cell reorganization and adhesion, the oligosaccharides of glycolipids and glycoproteins like salicylic acid are the sites for cell recognition. These lie at the surface of cell. Example, macrophages recognize the surface oligosaccharides of worn out RBCs, thus destroying them with their phagocytic ability. In the process of hormonal reception, the cell membrane contains receptors that recognize specific hormones and convey the information to the interior of the cell. This in turn causes changes in the metabolism of the cell. And also, secretion is one of the major functions of cell membrane. In this process, plasma membrane plays an important role in secretion as well. Polypeptide chains are synthesized by ribosomes and transported to cell surface, from where these are secreted out by plasma membrane. And now the second topic is cell wall. It is the outermost rigid and non-living covering of the cell. It is the outer coverings of the cell also. It is discovered by Robert Hooke in the year of 1665 in the cork cells. It is protective and supportive in nature. Cell wall is found in plant cells, fungi, bacteria, cyanobacteria and some protists. It is absent in animal cells. Now the structure. Cell wall is made up of pectin or hemicellulose. It is a multi-layered structure with following layers. It has also 4 layers of structure. Number one, middle lamella, second one is primary cell wall, and then secondary cell wall, and then the last one is tertiary cell wall. In the middle lamella, it is the outermost layer of cell wall. It exists as the cementing layer between primary cell walls of neighboring cells. Its major constituents are calcium and magnesium pectates. In the primary cell wall, it is thin and elastic layer which is capable of growth. It is found in cell walls of younger plant cells, and this integrates as cell matures. Primary cell wall is present inner to the middle lamella. It is composed of 2 to 5% cellulose and 50% hemicellulose. Glycoproteins are also present in primary cell wall. Meristematic and parenchymatous cells of plants have only primary cell wall, and the third part of the cell wall is secondary cell wall. This layer is present inner to primary cell wall and just outside the plasma membrane. It is further differentiated into outer, middle and inner layers as shown. The main constituents of this layer are cellulose, about 50 to 95%, and hemicellulose, about 5 to 25%. The other components include xylem, lignin, etc. Due to more cellulose component, this layer is non-elastic and rigid. It is found in collenchyma, sclerenchyma and xylem vessels. The fourth part of the cell wall is tertiary cell wall. In this cell wall, it may present occasionally inside to the secondary cell wall. This cell wall is purely cellulosic in nature. Sometimes xylem is also present in this layer, example tracheids of gymnosperms. And now some major functions of cell wall. Number one, it maintains the shape of plant cell and protects it from mechanical injury. Number two, it acts as protective covering barrier against pathogens. Number three, it provides the mechanical support to plant, thus allowing it to stand erect. Number four, it allows the protoplasmic continuation. This continuation is important for the transport of substance between the cells. Number five, it prevents the osmotic bursting of the cell. Number six, it helps in cell-to-cell adhesion and prevents the entry of undesirable macromolecules. And now the time for protoplasm. In the word protoplasm, the proto means first and plasm means fluid. All living cells possess a colloidal substance being encircled by the plasma membrane called protoplasm. It is made up of water, inorganic ions, simple carbohydrates like sugars, amino acids and lipids. Sugars, amino acids, fatty acids and glycerol are called monomers that are linked together in long chains called polymers. The carbohydrates constitute glycogen, starch and cellulose. The amino acid polymers are called proteins. Carbohydrates provide energy for heat and movement. Fats store energy and are combined with proteins in cell membranes. Proteins are used for growth and repair of tissues and for the formation of enzymes to speed up and control chemical reactions in the cell. Proteins are also oxidized to provide energy. It is a complex fluid part of the cell. Protoplasm is viscous and colorless. It is the living part of cell, that is, it can perform all the vital activities. Protoplasm can be differentiated into two regions, namely nucleoplasms, that is protoplasm of the nucleus, and cytoplasm, that is extranuclear subprotoplasm. Cytoplasm occupies the major part of the cell. It is limited on outside by plasma membrane and on the inside by nuclear membrane. Cell organelles such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, etc. are found embedded in the cytoplasm. And now the cytoskeleton. All eukaryotic cells possess a crisscrossed network of interconnected filaments and tubules called cytoskeleton. It is also an elaborate network of filamentous proteinaceous structure. It extends from the nucleus to the plasma membrane and supports the shape of the cell. Also position of the organelles. It also helps in anchoring cells organelles to fixed locations. The cytoskeleton of a cell is a dynamic system that keeps on changing always. It helps in endocytosis and movement of the cell. It consists of three different types of elements. The first one is microtubules. These are hollow and unbranched cylinders. They are about 25 nanometer in size. Microtubules are made up of 13 parallel protofilamentous of tubulin proteins. These are the constituents of spindle fibers, centrioles, cilia and flagella. The second one is microfilament. Microfilaments, these are solid unbranched rod-like fibers. They are about 7 nanometer in size. Microfilaments consist of actin and some amount of myosin protein. The third one is intermediate filaments. Here they are filamentous of intermediate size, that is 10 nanometer. These are composed of acidic proteins. Thank you.